Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with the Paper Crafting YouTubers monthly hop. And this month we are doing Friendship February and I am going to document one of my favorite friends, one of my scrappy friends here on YouTube actually, Tara, which is the paper snob. She came to visit and we had a scrappy, lovely day and a half. And I am actually going to dive into my Discover and Create by Vicki Boutin for the very first time. She and I have both been putting it off, and I decided what better time to actually cut into it is for a layout with her in it. I've got all the things. I literally have not even opened any of this stuff. I had to cut the sides of the packaging when I got into it. So I've got the paper pad, the mixed media, all the embellishments, lots and lots of things. I'm bringing in some mixed media that Vicki Boutin has actually picked and said goes with this collection. And there is a little shocker that's going to happen. I am going to use these mixed medias. That's not a shock. I am going to stitch on this layout. If y'all know anything about the Paper Snob, she stitches on a lot of her layouts. I love it so much, and I never do it. So for her, I am stitching today. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, my mixed media, a couple of fun pictures from our visit, and an idea. So let's see how this goes. Okay, first of all, the idea I had was that I was going to do all these things and I had no clue what I was doing. And I literally opened this book to start flipping through to decide what I wanted. I've been using sketches so much lately because I've been like trying to get ahead with Follow Sketch February that, or, doing scrap lists for Scraplift Crafternoon, that I really don't scrapbook just like out of my head a lot. So I went through and fussy cut this colored pencil paper from here, and I found thread that matches a lot of the pencils, and I am going to stitch across this paper with my Stampin' Up! Pick tool and use my positioner that my friend Julie gave me. And first I'm going to put some mixed media on here, so let's see how this goes, honestly. So I got a stamp out and stamped off and on, and then I punched the holes, and I've got little notes down the side for what color needs to go where. Because the idea in my head, and God knows if it's going to actually come out, at least at this point when I'm working, the idea is that the little stitching is going to look like I've traced the pencil, that colored pencil, down the paper. And it's going to be the thread. So here's the magic. And after all of that, I stitched. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a big deal, but I don't stitch, guys. I have carpal tunnel and I don't stitch. But I stitch these lines to come straight out of the pencil lead so that it would look like I had traced it. And here is the finished product, and I am so excited for how it turned out. I am super excited. Like, the fussy cutting of those pencils took me a while, and the stitching took me a while, but it was all worth it because it turned out so great, and I'm so excited for it. So anyway, so then I'm just going to try and figure out how I want to place everything and the embellishments I want to use. I'm going to cut in and out because, obviously don't want to watch me go through every single embellishment. But I felt like this was the perfect thing to document for this month because Tara and I met doing Scraplift Crafternoon a couple years ago. Well, I guess it's been right around 2 years ago. Virtually, we met in person for the first time in September of 2022. And then have just, talk daily, literally. And, she's my go-to for what should I do with this layout if I've got questions. And, what do you think about this? She also helps remind me when I need to post things on Facebook or if I need to update my description box. Bless her heart, she's keeping me together sometimes. Maybe most of the time in my scrappy world for sure. So I was super excited that she came and visited. This was in January. And so I had the day off for the holiday. And so she came and hung out and stayed. And we scrapbooked till like 3:30 in the morning. And then the next day it snowed. So she had to go home. But, we had a fabulous time. And I was certain I would take a bajillion pictures. And we literally took these 2 pictures the day she left. So, it's fine. You have all these thoughts about how you're going to do all these things, but it's fine because we got these 2 pictures. And So it was amazing. We had a great time, and I'm super glad she came. So I'm gonna have to go visit her before she heads to the other side of the country in a couple of months. So, but anyway, so I am just building up my clusters. The top cluster's got like glasses in it, and the little ephemera bit that says the very best. And then I've got like a little tag up there that says together. And then in the cluster right above the smaller picture, which is me and her sitting at our scrappy spaces, I put the camera and that really pretty purple butterfly. She and I both love purple and scrapbooking, and there just is not enough of it. So I wanted to make sure to bring that in to the layout. And then I always like to add like a puffy sticker and, you know, different textures and different dimensionals in my clusters if I can. And so I made sure to add like a little one of the foam stickers, like a pencil up at the top and then the scissors down at the bottom. I figure those are pretty appropriate for my scrapbooking bestie. And then I put these little labels on here so that I could do a small bit of journaling. There really wasn't a whole lot to write on here. I ended up writing the dates and then just a note about her coming to hang out and scrapbooking and having a good old time. I love the way this turned out. The colors that I used, oh, I made myself a note. I almost forgot it. I used weathered wood as my splattering bits, wild honey, shaded lilac, and seedless preserves from my ink pads to do the stamping, because Vicki Booten has a thing on her Facebook group, I think, that has the colors from Tim Holtz Distress Oxides that match her collection. So here is the close-up, y'all. I am super excited. If you don't already follow the Paper Snob, you should go do that, because like I said, she is my go-to person for all things scrapbooking and questions. I am thrilled that I have now, this is my second layout for this month. Spoiler alert, you'll see another one with some stitching in a few days. And I love the way that it looks. It just, you know, it's very time consuming. So, but it was well worth it because I love this layout. I love my friend, and I am super excited that we found each other. So thanks Christine and Kimberly, because those are the two people who started Scraplift Crafternoon, which is how I ended up finding Tara and the rest of the lovely ladies. So I hope you will go check out everybody else who is hopping along with paper crafting YouTubers. They will be listed below or in a playlist, which will also be below. I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to those who have and who have hung out with me today. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.